This is Maya?
This is Maya, and she is 3/4 Lipizan.
Okay, cool.
Do you want to trot her around, Stephanie, or do you want us to just go up and talk about her?
Yeah, maybe just see her move a little bit, just for like,
A couple of times around.
Yeah,
No
exactly.
biggie. So how half Lipizan did you say?
3/4.
3/4 Lipizan.
Her mother is half halflinger and half
Okay.
Lipizan.
Okay, gotcha. I love halflingers.
And her mom, I have her mom.
Okay.
Her mom belonged to some people in Durango.
Okay.
And every year, the temple Lipizans come here, the stallions,
Oh yeah.
and they stay over in Durango. And you can breed your mare to the stallions. They allow that.
Okay.
So they bred this halflinger mare to the stallions, one of the stallions down there, and got her mother.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Okay, that's probably pretty good.
That's great, Heidi. Unless you think she just wants to do more.
I like the way she moves.
And I
Yeah.
think you should talk to Heidi about her because Heidi broke her
Okay.
and started
Okay,
her.
cool.
And she
I will.
belongs to me, but she did all the work on her. So
Okay.
I think Heidi, how old is she? 7 this year, maybe?
7, yeah.
Yeah.
And what's her name again? Maya.
Maya Bella.
Maya Bella. Very cool. Well, Heidi, give me a little history on
You guys got to stand closer together.
She's very polite, very willing. Yeah. Doesn't like to do anything wrong when it touches her. Real pleaser. Right. She's a little slow start. Did her and another at the same time, and she was always a couple steps behind. Go slow. Take the steps a little bit more thoroughly. She's her mom. Her mother doesn't like to be caught, so she's kind of weary a little bit, She kind of went through a phase herself, and she didn't want to be caught, but now she's pretty friendly. Yeah. But she's got that weirdness, like, what are you gonna do to me? This kind of thing. But really good, really athletic. Yeah. We jumped her and really liked that day on the trail. Right. Yeah, we've got a go button for sure. Likes to go and do things. Very cool. Is she pretty consistent in her behavior from day to day? Yeah, basically. If she's in work, like today I could get on her and she'd be a little fresh, but manageable for fresh. She doesn't buck bolt do anything stupid. She's just like, and then as training goes on, then she just kind of settles into a little bit. Okay. And she's really fun. Good. Really smart. Yeah. And because she wants to please so much, right? You just can get lots of conflicts with her. It's really cool. It's one of my favorites. Yeah. And who does she belong to? She belongs to Mary Pat. To me. Okay. Yeah. Very cool. All right. Yeah.
Just my size.
Yeah. And does she like attention?
Yeah.
She does like attention.
Yeah, she likes
learned to
attention.
like it. Yeah. Yeah. So her mother was maybe not so much so that way. Right. So she didn't, kind of got off to a little bit of a wariness there. But she likes
When she was a foal, her mother was, like that, so she learned to be like that. But then we separated them at a pretty early age.
Right. That's probably smart.
So she wouldn't be.
Right. She's pretty bossy in the herd. She's a double barreler. Yeah, likes her personal space. I never see her bite anybody, but she's sure like
Is she pretty high up on the
Yes.
hierarchy?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not, is she a little bit fine-boned for a Lipizaner?
I don't know.
I don't think
She definitely has some refinement, to her. I mean, I think she's a real pretty horse.
When she's not so fat, she looks really good.
Anything else on her that you can think of that's unique to her?
No, not really. Not anything, I guess, that I've already said. She's real easy. Yeah, she's easy, but she can be kind of tricky because you have to go about it in a way that
She's sensitive.
Yeah,
Very
exactly.
sensitive. And she said it really upsets her if she thinks she's in trouble.
Yeah. You have to ride her like she's doing everything right. Even though
Lots of praise.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think she's a pure fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do. Just a great example of one. And, I had a little bit of question, could there be some wood in there because of, her little burst of energy and everything out there. But no, I think she's pure fire. And interestingly enough, the fire horses, their challenge is with inflammation. And I find a lot of them have problems when they cycle. For one thing, they have a very low pain tolerance, and if they get any inflammation around that ovary, you know, when they're cycling, it's very uncomfortable to them, and they'll almost show, you know, colic signs. And then a lot of times with the fire horses, because their ovaries are sore, they will be a little cinchy and not like the girth tightened and get a little tight through their ribs and not want to bend through the rib cage because those ovaries get a little inflammation. It creates a little bit of adhesions there around the ovaries. So that's one of the big things that I'll look at is making sure that the fire horses, that their hormones, you know, can stay balanced, and that you always want to be aware of anything that could be causing them discomfort and try and get it right as quick as you can, because if they get really upset, if they want to please you but they hurt, they can't really work through pain very well.
Right.
And they want to, but it's just too hard for them. So,
And what is characteristics of wood?
well, with the wood horses, they will, especially if you have a wood-fire combination, they can have a lot of the same sensitivity of the fire, but there can also be a little quirkiness in there that they might come out one day and they might just work really well, and then they're like, you know, I think I might just like dump them off. You know, so you kind of always have to be on your toes when you get that little wood in there. Now, a straight wood, they're always thinking they'll dump you off.
Yeah.
You know, so it's you know,
Want one of
when you
those.
get the fire and the wood together, you get a little mercurial type personality.
So if you stay here.
You don't want to let your guard down, but there's still a ton of fun, you know, to be around. But she don't think she's got any wood in her at all. She's just
Yeah, I was going to ask you what else, because she's not like that.
no.
She doesn't.
Can you say the characteristics of wood?
Wood horses, they are your ultimate competitor. They want to win at everything they do, and if you don't give the wood horse enough of a challenge, then they'll start competing with you, and that's not a good thing, because then you're having to always stay on your toes and trying to one up. So the best thing to do with a wood horse is to channel their high energy and their competitive spirit into a challenging activity,
job.
Into a strong job.
Yeah.
And we talked about the metal horse earlier needing a job, but the metal horse wants the job just to have a job. The wood horse wants a job that they can win every time. So, which makes them just so great for the show ring, for the show jumpers, where, you know, we're looking at the earth horse, and I ask you, it sounds like he's not very ambitious. If you try and take him up a level, he starts, you know, maybe not wanting to jump the jumps. It's just more work.
Right.
The wood, you cannot, you know, raise the fences, and they're like, yes, you know.
Can't get them too high.
Yeah, you can't get them too high. They love the challenge, and they're more of a horse for a professional, you know, or a very skilled, you know, amateur rider, because you know, if you want a horse that you can just go out and hop on and pleasure ride around, not your choice. Yeah, but a horse like this, a little fire horse, they are they're just perfect for a horse that you know, if you really want a horse you can enjoy.
She has a lot of go. I mean,
Oh,
you never have to
absolutely.
make her go. She's
Yeah,
always
no
defiant.
lack of the fire horses and the water horses are very forward-thinking
Yeah,
horses.
that's how she
They
is.
love to move.
Yeah.
Your wood and your earths and your metal horses, they tend to be a little more stuck in their feet, and it'll take a little bit more
Yeah.
to get them going.
Yeah.
You know,
She's real light.
yeah,
You know, I've noticed really light.
right. Yeah, she's a nice example of a pure fire type.